Hi there. My name is Tripp Ake, and I am the director of the Training and Implementation Program here at the National Center for Child Traumatic Stress, which is co-located at UCLA and here at Duke University Medical Center. Today, I'm going to spend some time describing differences between think tank meetings and expert panels to build consensus for key long-term initiatives for system change. So first, some about why this is relevant for our work. In brief, a think tank uh, seeks to build consensus by casting a wide net for those who hold experience and expertise on the topic of interest. While guidelines are provided for gathering the feedback, there's an appreciation for how the feedback might alter the ultimate direction of the initiative. Expert panels, by contrast, build consensus through a more narrow lens of those professionals and researchers in the field who are best known for their opinions on the topic. Also, there's a much more refined document provided to participants to shape the work with less room for change over the course of the initiative. You can find a couple of articles that'll help make that connection between breakthrough series collaboratives, learning collaboratives, the network, and expert panels. But for now, let me just kind of describe a little bit of the history of this work and why it's relevant for us today. For years, the Institute for Healthcare Improvement has brought together content and application experts to build consensus to help define goals and objectives for large scale change projects. Bringing together key people in the field to do this consensus work is what we here at the National Center for Child Traumatic Stress have done at the beginning of learning collaboratives and breakthrough series collaboratives. And while we made sure to include family and youth voices in the panel, the meetings were much more oriented toward the professionals and did not fully provide family partners the opportunity to engage in the conversation. Recently, we made a conscientious effort to explore other ways of building consensus for a breakthrough series collaborative, this time focused on trauma informed suicide prevention, and decided to begin our work by listening to others. So we started with those here at the National Center for Child Traumatic Stress, and then branched out to some of the work groups in the network to learn more about changes in communities and what practice would make the most difference in trauma informed suicide prevention and which groups of people would be most impacted. We then scheduled two think tank meetings instead of one expert panel. The first think tank was focused on elevating the voices of those working directly in communities and those with lived experiences related to suicide. The second think tank brought in some of the professionals and researchers in the field to build on the work created by family and community members, as well as mental health professionals directly serving families. The result was a much more authentic collaborative change framework, the development of um, communities who want to remain part of shaping and learning about the work, and a solid start to the launch of the Breakthrough Series Collaborative on Trauma Informed Suicide Prevention. Renewing how we start large system change initiatives actually helped us apply some of the same change principles we share with the network when consulting on network members' change projects. I am grateful to be part of the National Center as we work to be more of a learning organization and share our lessons with the network more broadly. So, what can you do with this information? If your agency is involved in system changes that impact communities, we would encourage you to budget more time to connect with community voices as early as possible in the process, to have an openness to take the feedback given to shape the work you want to introduce to the communities most impacted by your project, and find ways to elevate and include family and community voice in leading the remainder of the initiative as well. In addition, we would encourage you to collaborate with many of the network members across the US who are doing similar work to you. One of the best qualities of our network is how we collaborate, and we encourage you to connect with your GPO, connect with your site liaison, connect with other collaborative groups of interest, and feel free to reach out to any site to see how you might learn from each other. Thanks.